And so this right here is what we call a story box. And so it's a digital narrative sculpture that could be broken up into 4 different sections. And this is what the kids would see on their classroom tables through their iPads. Each section in the story box provides the students with the 6 degrees of freedom experience, where they have the ability to look around the digital art as if they were in the scene and work collaboratively to solve puzzles that relate to each moment in that specific figure's life. They will be able to read passages that align with Common Core standards, just as Glenn said, and answer multiple choice questions in our app, along with short answers and essay questions. The correct answers to these questions would unlock these specific AR experiences. And so students will be able to peel back the layers of time and teleport into these specific scenes throughout history as if they were there. The Storybox technology here gives a way for kids to learn about figures that you don't usually hear about in school, and to do so in a revolutionary and innovative way. As Glenn previously stated, when kids are outside of the classroom, the way that they intake information is extremely visual, from social media to video games to TV. When they're in the classroom, they don't have that same level of engagement because they either aren't as immersed or the content doesn't resonate with them that much. And so using our content and our technology, students are finally able to engage with information and learn similarly to how they do in their free time and socially with their friends. And so we want to take that extremely visual and interactive process and then combine that and blend it with the educational and historical content that the kids need. And so we have created different features and game interactions that give the kids unique ways to interact with content while in the room. There's a question and answer puzzle where the students have to go around talking to different characters around the scene to learn more information about that time period and the figures that are highlighted specifically. There are Where's Waldo type puzzles like you see here that require the students to look around the room for specific characters or objects. And when they find those characters and objects, they'll be able to hear different audio that gives students contextual information about the time. And we have auditory puzzles that make the students remember certain patterns of sound, and they have to recall those patterns correctly in order to move forward. And so we have all these different kinds of puzzles and game interactions, and they're meant to provide a good basis for many different learning styles. We believe that augmented reality for education, and specifically for document-based questions, will heighten academic proficiency while simultaneously engaging most learning styles. And so learners with a preference for kinesthetic learning will usually prefer to use an interface that provides tactility, while those who have a preference for visual learning will prefer to use an interface that provides more visual clues. And auditory learners will have a different way of learning. And so we're trying to combine a lot of different kinds of media to cater to these different kinds of learning styles. And so our goal with Unsung is to provide an accessible and flexible learning environment that is suitable for all kinds of children. And on top of that, we want to make sure that we're delivering that in a way that is accessible and makes it as easy on the teachers as possible to implement it in their classrooms, curriculum, and their day-to-day teaching lives. And so that is the culmination of Unsung and what we have done. And so you can see some more footage going on here, but that is the end of the presentation.